Hello YouTube. It is June the 20th, 2023. It's about 9:30. Um, it's going to be warm today. It's already 78 out here, and we got a little bit of clouds, but hopefully they'll go away in a few hours. I do have a small fan going uh, just to cool me off, and I'll have my bigger fan going here pretty soon. I'm just got it shut off just for the noise. But I got a comment last night on one of my videos on she wanted to know some of the bits I use so they can follow along. So thought I'd show you real quick. This is the bit that we have been using that has done most of this one so far. Um, that's this is the only bit I've used so far, and I've gotten it at Harbor, or not Harbor Freight, at Lowe's, but you can probably find it on at any big box store. But it's see if we can get it to focus. It's got little uh, barbs that stick out. It's not spiral. It's just got barbs on it. It's a carbide tip. That's what it looks like. I don't know the name of it. I've lost the packaging from a while back. Uh, I've gotten these bits over time, but this is the one we've been using on this. The other ones that I use a lot are the diamond bits. I bought these at Harbor Freight too. I haven't tried these out yet. They're a new set, but I have some that are in here. This one goes in here. Um, the other ones that are good for cutting on rock or using on rock are the sometimes, if it depends on the hardness of the rock, these green harder stones will work if you have those. The brown ones tend to wear down a lot. These will wear down too, as you can tell on this one. If I can get him out of here, there we go. But it was flat on the edges like this one was, but I've used it. I believe I used it on the wolf. Uh, yeah, I did. Uh, but this one has worn down, and let's see, I've used these before, but they wear down pretty quick. So it's been mainly the diamond bits and these type of diamond discs are pretty good. They'll cut through the rock as long as you got water. And oh, there's a few other. Hang on. Okay, I've gotten these two. I bought these off of Harbor Freight. Yeah, Harbor Freight, and I'll give these a try. I haven't opened them yet, but we'll give these a try. But these are the ones I've used to help on this one. Like I said, I'm learning myself here as we go, and those were a big help. But now that I found uh, where'd I put it? Oh, this one. Now I found this one does pretty well. This is the one I've been using, or just now started using. Uh, so we'll see what this will do, and I'll give you a look. I've gotten it set up. I've got a board up here where I can just slide my phone in, and hopefully it'll hold it and it won't go into the water. But wish me luck. But I'm working with what we got here, making do. So I'll cut off here, and then we'll go to cutting on a rock. Okay, Patricia, I hope that helped. And any rocks that you find, if you pick them up, and you can scrape them with a pocket knife pretty easily. Uh, Depends on the type of rock, but you can. Those are those will make the best ones carving on. But we'll show you what these can do. I've gotten a few things here. Okay, let's get some water going. All right, with this type of bit, it's if you let the tool do the work, try not to put as much pressure on it as you think, because if you put pressure on them, these bits tend to want to walk out, and you'll find yourself a bit be flying off, and that's pretty dangerous. You need to get these as tight as you can in whatever you're using, and let the tool do most of the work. Oh. All right, I got my inverter on. And you got to watch when you do it. If you get off your rock and you go like that, you will cut into your hand or your other hand that you're holding the rock with, or whatever. But being a sedimentary rock, they're fairly easy. There are some places in them that will cause you problems, like the darker spots. That's rust in there, so it's I guess it's an iron that's in there, and that'll be harder. There's hard parts to the rock and soft parts to the rock. Usually the top of these sedimentary rocks, the top layer is fairly soft, and the bottom layer gets harder. So you just got to work with them and see what works for you. These cutting discs here work pretty well. I got this one on my Dremel right now, and if you work off of Dremels, you be careful with water, because water gets up in here and will corrode, and your bits may get stuck. Mine have. I've ruined several of these flex shafts using them in water, so just beware of that. And the Dremel itself, with these openings and things, you don't want to get them too close to the water, so a flex shaft is recommend. I recommend a flex shaft, just for that fact, because electricity will get you. All right, let me show you what this little bit here will do. But you can see how off it is. I'll turn it on real low, but how wobbly it is. The bigger one, it will get very wobbly, and you just got to watch it and straighten it up. I usually straighten them up by hand, but they do pretty good for cutting out bigger material. It depends on the rock. All right, I'll show you. All right. That does pretty well when you want to cut off a bigger chunk, or you want a straighter line. I hope you can see that. And they work pretty quick. And but you got to be careful. These will cut you pretty good. So you want to watch where your other hand is. Keep it as far away as possible from this type of bit. And you want to keep it under the water. But they do pretty well, and make pretty good cuts. All right, so we'll get back on we'll put this in the side, and we'll start back on this one today. But this is as far as we gotten on it from yesterday, and you can see it's not lasted 5 minutes. Like I said, I must have had some debris in the hole. The smaller the hole, the longer it will last. But the more water you got, the better off you are. That'll make less dust, and dust is something you don't want to breathe into. But it's simple enough to fill my water jug up again. I can do it by one hand, just using the little bungee cord. But we'll get going on this and see what we can get done today. Alright, let me see. Let's go with this and see if we can get her arms down. And I'm not sure how I want her arms in here just yet, so I'm gonna get it close, and then we'll decide on how much rock we got left and how we want to position our arms. Okay. Alright. And I gotta watch my little meter here, because with the cloud cover, we're doing this off solar power, so I gotta watch and make sure I got enough juice to, I'm not messing the battery up. I gotta keep it under or above 12.2. Alright, here we go. I got to be careful. I don't want to take it down very far from here, or else the proportions of her arms wouldn't look right, to me anyway. Usually I'll have a radio or something going just to just for keep the noise of the machine, just something else besides it. But I don't want to get in trouble, so for now we'll go as long as this water bottle will last us here. And then I'll shut you off, and then I'll bring you back time to time today, and we'll see what we get done. This is a little harder rock than what I was showing you earlier. Some of them are soft, some of them are hard. Just depends on the rock. And I'm planning on taking on a little road trip here around here, and we'll go collect some rocks and see what we can do with those in a future video anyway. But I thank you for your comment, Patricia. And if anybody else has any questions or anything on my videos, please leave them. I'll try to address them in the comment, and if I can, I'll address them in a video. But she asked me last on a comment to show the bits, and that way that people can follow along easier. So thought I'd help. I'd try to do that. If anybody else has any more questions, leave them, and I'll try to answer them. And if I can, if it's all right, I'll mention you by name, like Patricia. If it's not, then say don't mention me by name, and I won't. But I'll still address your question the best I can. But, all right. All right. Right now I'm just rounding over. I'm wondering the mill. I wanted her to be kneeling, and then have her, I guess, have her feet around back here, and I don't know how the proportions are going to go. It might be just abstract, or I'll get it as close as the way human body is shaped as I can. But this is just a practice rock to get me back into the practice, or get me back into doing some rocks, because that's going to be rocks from here on while it's getting hot. It's already up to 79 already. But, and this bit here will it leaves grooves, so those will have to be taken out eventually. But all right, we'll cut it off here, and then we'll bring you back a little later and let you see.